One of the most beloved and American as America gets institutions has now folded. The NRA is gone. The National Rifle Association, a very huge and very iconic player in American politics and policies, is now gone. According to court documents that were filed in the Northern District of Texas, the NRA is now no more, and it plans to leave the New York State, which was founded in 1871 and reincorporated as a Texas nonprofit, and is moving there under the name Project Freedom. So the NRA essentially disbanded, shut down, left New York, reincorporated in Texas, and is now under the name Project Freedom. Which, that's actually a little bit scary, to be honest, because with the National Rifle Association, yeah, it defends guns. That's what it does. That's right out there. That's what its purpose is. That defend the right to gun ownership. But now they changed the name to Project Freedom, and when you start doing stuff like that from a very heavily right-wing viewpoint, it starts to get a little scary, if you know what I mean. I mean, let's understand that a lot of the members of the NRA are not exactly very forward-thinking individuals. This does not mean gun ownership is bad. I oppose any attempt to disarm the workers. But let's face it, the NRA was a right-wing organization, and then putting the label Project Freedom on it makes it kind of a little bit scarier. Now, this Chapter 11 announcement comes after there was a lot of shake-up in the leadership of the organization. There were a lot of allegations of financial mismanagement in the past several years. The New York Attorney General, Letitia James, filed a lawsuit in August against the NRA's senior leadership for violating the laws governing non-profit organizations, using millions of dollars from the organization's reserves for personal use and tax fraud. Now, with this happening, maybe we can better understand why they decided to shut down and move out of the jurisdiction of the person filing lawsuits. Now, one member, James, alleged that current and former NRA leadership instituted a culture of self-dealing management that benefited themselves, their families, their friends, and favored certain vendors over others, leading to the organization to lose more than $63 million in 3 years. That's quite a hunk of money. This strategic plan presents a pathway to opportunity, growth, and progress. The NRA is pursuing incorporating in a state that values the contributions of the NRA, celebrates our law-abiding members, and will join us as a partner in upholding constitutional freedoms. This was according to Wayne LaPierre, the NRA's CEO and Executive Vice President. In 2019, the NRA operated about $12.2 million deficit, according to the NRA's 2019 990 tax return, which was obtained by CNN in November. The filing also said that the NRA became aware of significant diversion of its assets in 2019 and previous years, and that LaPierre paid back nearly $300,000 plus investment in funds for the expenses. The largest creditor listed in the NRA's bankruptcy filing is its former advising firm, Ackerman McQueen, with which the NRA has been in a contentious legal battle for nearly 30 years in business together. Ackerman McQueen is owed a disputed $1.2 million, according to the filing. So it seems like the real issue here is the NRA ripping itself off and then ripping off other people, rather than focusing on the issue it is that they're supposed to be about, which is preserving gun ownership, and then using money, etc., to influence politicians, which is how lobbying works, which, if you support capitalism, you really can't complain about that, because that's literally how the system functions. But it's interesting that they really are that corrupt, and in order to get away from accusations by the New York State, they moved to Texas, shut the organization down, reopen it under a new name, and then still have to deal with the lawsuits of the people that they allegedly ripped off. I'm assuming that Ackerman McQueen is accusing them of not paying something. Well, yes, it's a disputed $1.2 million, according to the filing. But it's interesting to watch to get some kind of a glimpse into the internal politics of the NRA and see how, unfortunately, how far off the message they actually are.
Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.